He's
like,
just a secure man.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I love that, yeah.
Is the second, maybe trusting me is the secondary. He's a decent person. He's a mature guy that I'm like, he knows that I'm gonna come back and I'm with my friends. So I asked him one time, I said, why you don't call me? Why you don't check on me when I'm
I don't have credit, that's why.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Half a Nice Day podcast with your host, Joshua.
And Janine.
And today I'm very, very, very excited because I've been asking these two people right here to come on the podcast for a very, very long time. And it's finally happening.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see them in front of me today.
Excited and nervous.
Very nervous, yeah, because they're like our mentors. They're like the people who brought us together, but a little bit of that
I can see the sweat in your hands.
following.
What is this?
I'm sweating.
She really is nervous.
But it's such an honor to have both of you here. We have Egyptian Eminem here and a Filipino Kardashian as well.
Yes.
Yeah. But we have the comedy powerhouse couple. Let's give it up for Amr and Imah, everyone.
Thank you.
What's up? It's like 8 kilometers here.
8 minutes.
Finally.
Hi, Joshua. Hi, Janine. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. Lovely
to
having
the
us
show.
tonight here.
Yeah.
With Max as well.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Hi, Max. He loves us already, I know.
Yeah.
I think he loves Eva more. Amr.
He feels
He
comfortable.
can't stand me, actually.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Can I just say how amazing it is for me that the title of this podcast, Have a Nice Day podcast. It's beautiful. I know the story, but still reading it now. Have a nice day. It's like, have a nice day, but because we're happy, so have a nice day.
Yeah.
You're half now?
Yeah, half Filipino, half filter.
Well, you can say half and half because
Half and half.
Yeah.
it's a mixed couple.
I have an
a mixed
Arab in
race
me.
couple.
I have an Arab.
No, there is an Arab in you as well. In the night.
I thought we can't do those things. I don't
You're
know.
Arab by default now. Yeah. I'm going to start off by saying thank you to Ate Imah because we talk about this all the time, but Imah is basically the reason why we met.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was her show. Well, we interviewed her at Hello Mamster podcast
I remember. My first podcast ever in my life.
3 years ago now.
Yeah.
More than 3 years ago.
2019, yes.
And then you invited us to one of your first shows after the pandemic. It was one of the first shows that...
No. It was before.
Kickers.
It was the last show before the pandemic actually
Was
hit,
it?
I think. Yeah. It was
yes, true.
pre-pandemic.
Kickers.
True. Correct. Sorry, you're right.
No, it was after pandemic. Yeah, after the lockdown when we moved the stage to the backside.
No. It was...
No, she's right. Because
Yeah.
it was January.
Yeah, we moved the stage to the back
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
with the red
Yeah.
sofas.
I think it was right before. Okay.
No, it's after the pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before my solo show, before November 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have met her because she was wearing the mask then, but like...
Oh, no. You know what? He's right. Because then during our relationship, it was the lockdown and
Yeah.
then it just eased in. So it was January right before we met.
It was January 2020. Right
Yes.
before.
Right before the
Before
lockdown.
the lockdown. Ah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because we were not
Time
wearing...
is so weird now
we were
after
not
the...
wearing mask yet that time.
But I remember you came to our shows before meeting Joshua a couple of times, 3 times,
No,
something
no.
like that.
the
The
first time.
rest of the crew, yes. The rest of the Hello
okay.
Mamster show crew, they came a
Yeah.
couple
Janine
of
was not
times
there, yes.
and met some other people. So and Joshua's live at that
Janine's
time.
first time to come, Josh was performing that night.
Wow.
Yes.
You
And
know the story that when I went on stage, she went to the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But share it. Amr doesn't know. It's okay. Say.
So I went on stage. I was so nervous. And I saw her before the show. And like, who's this pretty girl? But I was with my ex at that time, right? And
He was with.
yeah.
Yeah, beep that one.
and then I go on stage. And that's the time she's like, you know what? This guy looks like he's not funny. Let me go pee now.
Haram.
No, that's a very good. I know you guys, you're the one who's supposed to ask questions, but
Yeah.
what did you feel the first second you saw her? Did you feel anything?
I was like, wow, this girl is so pretty. And I knew she was Lebanese because Kasab was on stage and he asked, he has a joke about the
Lebanese skinny
the
jeans
pants,
pants,
So it's like any Lebanese in the house, and she was like, "Woo!" And I'm like, that's a mistake. Don't ever cheer when Kasab is on
Yeah.
stage.
That's how. And then after the washroom, and then
Yeah, no. Then after the washroom, you introduced me because I
so
already
all the
met.
group, yeah.
I already met a few of them before.
Yes.
And you introduced me, and she came up to me like, you're half Filipino now. With your accent, I realized that you're like you have a Filipino accent or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I see that in my set the whole time. And then I realized that she didn't see my set.
Yes.
Then I was like, oh.
And then that was it. Like we were just introduced. You took a
There's a
picture
part
of
there of the
us.
story which is so funny, but I won't say it now. But obviously, we'll tell you after the show. But yeah, it was just like that's the first time we met, and that's how.
And
things
nothing
kicked off.
happened.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Nothing sparked, nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. But he
Yeah.
said he felt something.
Yeah, but I was with
Yeah.
my ex that time, so I couldn't do anything.
Because she will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Can
would.
you list the main 3 things that attracted you on her?
I think that she looked so elegant that night.
Classy
Yeah.
for me.
Wow.
Super classy,
Josh,
yeah.
haven't seen her. Sorry, I'm cutting 1 second. I've seen her the first time she was wearing a purple hair. Sorry,
Yes.
green hair.
Yes, green.
And I
green
was
hair.
like, I love this girl's vibe.
You didn't think that she was like an emo girl and had daddy issues or something
No,
with
no.
that
What
hair?
I felt like I thought she was an artist. Like
Wow.
she was into this thing, like her hair is like this.
Yeah,
lighter of
exactly.
this
Yeah,
version.
yeah.
When you first met her?
Yeah, I was like, and
didn't
when
think
she
she's
said
like-
she's Filipino, I didn't even believe. But because she was part of Hello Mamser, so I was like, okay, she's Filipino. And then she started cleaning also, so I was like,
Correct. Because we Filipinos clean.
yeah, it's just really, really, I liked her. And then something, the Tinder thing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, then our
they-
whole
They met on
Tinder
Tinder
story.
again.
Oh,
it's
you-
meant to be.
You met on Tinder after that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how
But
we officially connected.
Yeah.
So,
So
it
nothing
was like,
really happened. Like Anjad, nothing happened, and then that was January. May, we saw each other on Tinder, and I was like,
Okay.
I thought this guy was in a relationship. Why is
Oh.
he here?
Oh, that's
It was
a red
cheating,
flag.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, she first saw me on Bumble because I was on all the apps.
You've
you
been
name it.
everywhere.
Well,
How
Yeah.
desperate. Have you seen my husband there? No.
No, I haven't.
Just for the listeners and viewers, this is my husband, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Amr and I are married. Okay, we're not.
They're
just
married.
dating.
They're allowed to say these things. It's okay. Yeah. She saw me on Bumble. She swiped left, so she said no. But she saw me on Tinder like a few days after, and she's like, maybe it's the universe trying to put us together. So
Yes.
that's when she swiped right, and then
Oh, this is so true. I believe that because you already swiped left.
Yeah.
But maybe by mistake she swiped right. No.
I swiped left because I was nervous. I'm like, I know this guy, and I thought he was in a relationship, and I'm like, no.
I can't play around.
And
Yeah, I
then
don't
after
wanna
I swiped
get
left,
into
I was
that.
like, actually, I regretted that. Maybe I should have swiped right and just talked to him about what happened. And then I saw him on Tinder a few days later.
yeah, then everything kicked off from there.
But
Yeah.
do you
That's-
get notification when you swipe left on someone?
No.
No,
No.
only when you
Just don't
swipe right.
match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only when you match.
That's so their relationship started so weird. Like
Yeah,
first
So
she
weird.
didn't watch her set.
exactly.
So she doesn't know I'm funny.
Right,
She swiped left on him once, but the guy like he doesn't give up.
No, this is.
I never
No,
thought of
it's
it
the
like that.
universe did
Yeah.
not give up because he didn't really.
No, maybe it's like God didn't want us together in the beginning, and then He's like, you know what? This guy has nothing going on for him, so that
That's
Yeah.
that Cupid thing. Cupid like he was missing so
Mr.
much.
yeah,
Stupid.
yeah, he's just missing all the time, and suddenly he's like, you know what? Let me
Let me try one.
try one more time and aim, because yeah, it was really not in.
He
Like
wasn't.
it didn't happen easily. It didn't.
It wasn't the time, I guess.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't the
And then
time to
look at
happen.
them now. They had the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful weddings ever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Really wish you guys could have made.
No, you really guys are a lovely couple.
Thank you.
Not like
Thank
us.
you. I was just gonna say you guys are a lovely
No.
couple.
It was just easy. I think it's so easy to date now anyway, because you have all these apps, and that's how people meet. So, like
It's
for
not
you
easy
guys,
to date. It's easy to meet
To-
and like
yeah,
find
it's easy.
people.
Yeah, it's easy to meet people.
Yeah.
Because now it's like digital. Like you don't even have to be introduced to a friend, or you don't have to like see someone physically in order to like start basically talking to them.
Yeah.
But I heard from other people, like especially women, there's kind of a stigma for couples who met on
Yes.
on app. How
Especially Tinder.
is that true? Because
Yeah.
I can't relate though.
Yeah, because Tinder is known for like a hookup app.
Yeah.
So back in the day, we weren't even telling, like, not even our
Yeah, our
parents.
parents didn't even know we met
Okay.
online.
Yeah.
But now they know. But
Yeah.
but like it's
And
not
it
like
was weird
I'm
for,
gonna get
like-
married to a
And
guy
then
who
my
I met on
colleague,
the internet.
like, defended that I used to have a colleague in Sports City. She was divorced, and before she found her husband, she was also like, I'm a busy woman, and the only thing I can't go out and meet people. I work from 7 to this time, and then the only way to meet is to be on social media. Sorry, on app.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
she can't go to social media because families are there, relatives are there, friends are there. So she wanted to meet someone who's stranger, and I think app was the only way for her. And that kind of lowered down because really I'd be biased because I used to kind of judge people also who met
Yeah.
on these apps, and then
Yeah.
I heard her side of the story. Then that
Yeah.
changes
Back in,
that changed everything. Yeah.
Back in our days, that role was played by the family.
Correct.
So the family
Especially
was
for your
By the
culture.
aunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
the
were
Arab
the ones
culture.
who always plan for you. We're gonna find someone for you. You have your neighbors. You have your the bigger family. Even the whole area they know each other.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
All of the
Yeah, now it's like
the amtos and the khaltos and
Yes.
all of the aunts coming together and saying, this guy's single, this girl's single.
Yeah.
now it's like
Make them
Mark
mingle.
Zuckerberg, Elon Musk doing their internet
Yeah.
magic and putting people
Like
together.
for us, because I'm a Muslim, right? For us, your first option is your cousin,
Right.
and I'm not gonna
Yeah,
insist on
yeah.
talking about that, but
Yeah.
I know it's the other way around for you guys. But for us, if you have a cousin, that's it. You're married
Right.
already.
It's already set.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Especially if you're in the same sort of age and you grew up together.
same family values, same
For us, growing up, that was a punishment. That was a threat. If you didn't do good in school, you'll marry your cousin. Oh my gosh! Because we're from the not south, yeah. I was
South.
from
Yeah, yeah,
Cotabato City, and my mom originally from that area, but my dad is from Marawi City.
Right.
So before, like, because we used to laugh at their accent, we were kids, like for us, we made fun of weird accents before.
Yeah.
Marana,
Yes.
this, right? And then, so my mom would say, "Oh, you didn't do good in school this year. You see, you'd end up marrying your cousin. You become Maranao." Like, she would do this, and then later on, like, I should be proud I'm Maranao because my God, smart people, rich people,
Yeah.
talented people. All my cousins from my father's side are lawyers. What happened to me?
So for
They're all
Amr, it's the
lawyers.
opposite then. It's like,
Yeah.
I need to study hard now. I mean,
I need
Because
to
I
go
don't want to
somewhere.
marry my cousin.
Was that ever a thing for you or within your family at one point?
In the family, I was lucky that no one was in my age because she has to be like, let's say, a couple of years younger than me.
yeah.
But
But,
not
in
so
the
young.
in the neighborhood, that was the thing. Like there was at least 17 of them. Like,
But you grew up in Qatar, no?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I grew up in
I didn't know
Qatar.
this.
Yeah, I left Qatar after high school.
Okay.
So you were born in Qatar?
We went there. I was 5 years old.
Wow.
Okay.
Then finished high school. Went back to Cairo for college.
Okay.
Then that's the time, when
Yeah.
That's when you were getting threats.
your
of
mom,
cousins.
your aunties, what, where, when, all these things.
After listening to the story how they met, now I felt like yours was way classier than
Yeah.
ours.
No, that's why I want to hear. I want to hear how you guys met
We
as a.
met in the elevator,
Really?
and I was judging apps. Girl, what were you doing? What were you doing on how are you flirting? Like, let me try third floor. Like,
Exactly.
let me go walk in
I
the
want to
second
go
floor.
to 69th floor.
Let me go walk in on the eighth
But was it like
floor.
a classy building, at least like the Burj Khalifa, or was it some?
No, it's not bad. It's not also like classy. It's a Najman.
So you
So,
were
like,
in
2
the same
floors.
building.
Shame. It's 6 floors.
No, the
We
most,
seven.
do you remember the elevator? We met in the elevator when the elevator was going down, not going up.
Oh.
That's a very important sign we should have looked at.
What does it mean? Both of us are going down.
We're going down.
Our lives were going down.
Downhill.
No, we met
Basement.
in the elevator. The week I was moving in,
Okay.
he was moving out.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it the same apartment? you were
No.
You were moving out of the
No, thank God that
Same floor only.
same floor. Imagine if that was the same apartment. Ew, my husband did there. My husband.
And how? Like how you were in the same elevator and you're
No,
like,
so what happened?
yeah.
We have time.
Yeah, we have a lot. I want to hear it because I knew of an elevator, but I didn't know the exact story, like what was
So
going
I
down.
used to live with my aunt in Buhel.
Yes.
Buhel. And then my mom was coming here. And then as a gift to her, so I said, okay, I cannot let her sleep with a 16 bedroom or bed space.
It's
my
already
mom,
full.
my mom standing sleeping like no, and I used to work in Alcaceres. I was
Okay.
so I said, okay, closer, and I can get my own space. I'll go to Ashman, and my friends, my family were there already. Sahar was there. That's why I was one of my friends, the Iranian one, my best friend. She was living in Ashman. So I got the building next to her apartment.
Okay.
And Amr, I didn't see you right away. I saw you and then I ignored because he looked like Russian to me.
Him.
Yeah, he
back in
looked
the
like
day, yeah.
Russian.
And
All his friends were Russian. So I was like, oh my
I
God.
can see it now. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, these people are mafia. They are in Ajman. So I got scared, right? No, but I love Russians. And they're proud of being mafia. We're scared of them.
Wait, so you were living alone, or you were living with these Russian?
Alone. No, I wasn't. There are no Russians.
Who are those people? Then they're those
Friends, just friends.
Oh, they were just friends.
Yeah.
So you lived alone as well. Okay.
Yeah.
But they do meet up a lot in that area.
Yeah,
Because I saw you twice with them.
they were my friends that we meet every night. We go out.
Like
and stuff
Karak,
like this.
cigarette downstairs or something like that.
Yeah, but no Karak was involved. They are Russians, so we.
Yeah. The other Karak.
Yeah.
The other
Russian Karak.
But were they Russians or German?
No, Russians.
Okay. So, and that time I was like hijabi and everything.
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay.
like wearing a abaya, covering myself and all. Why did I mention this? Is this part of the story? Okay. Yeah. It's part of the story because when the first time I said yes to him to go on to when he invited me to go out, I removed my hijab and abaya. What happened? Suddenly I became Shaytun.
Like, this is not Imah. Like, who are you?
So he asked you?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So I
wait,
saw
you
him. I
jumped.
avoided him twice, right?
But did you see her at this point or
No,
no?
he didn't care.
How come I didn't see you? I saw you, no?
Yeah, but you didn't care. I thought you thought
Or
that
maybe
was
he
just-
didn't look because you were covered.
Yeah,
and-
maybe
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I was
maybe.
covering like
Yeah.
that. Then after that, when I moved all my stuff, we got stuck in the elevator. So I was going out. He was already standing in front with the watchman of the building. So I locked my room, joined them, and I
Okay.
told the watchman, "I'm coming on Saturday. I'll bring all my stuff. Please help me." And then the watchman just looked at me like this, huh? He didn't understand the English, right? So Amr went inside. I also walked in, and then the watchman. So I'm standing. The watchman is there, and Amr is here.
So there's a cock block.
So Amr's standing like this, and I'm here, and the watchman there. And I was like, I said, "I'm coming on Saturday 7. Come." And then Amr spoke. He translated what I said in Arabic.
Okay.
And I was
Arabic
like,
watchman.
"Oof, he's Arabic." But that was the first time I realized that you were Arab.
Yeah,
you spoke.
I translated into Russian first, then I realized. Извините, I help you.
You help. Then he said, "Are you new in the building?" In my hand, I said yes, and then but I wasn't looking at him at all. I wasn't talking to him. My head isn't. I was jamming. I was like, "Baja." Sorry.
It's coming out now.
So I was like, when Amr asked if you new in the building, I can help you if you need some
Wow,
blah
the
blah blah.
gentleman.
I'm like, okay, thanks. And then he said, you can, maybe you want to I can take your number if you. I said, no, I don't have my phone.
So
Take
you
my
weren't
number.
Interested. Okay.
So I told him take my number because I didn't have my phone with me, but I gave him the wrong number, a dead number.
Oh, no.
Wait for it.
I gave him the dead number. Then after
Consciously or
consciously because I didn't want to talk to anyone.
Okay, okay,
Because
yeah.
I was just I think about a year I was divorced from the first
yeah,
husband.
okay.
For all to all our listeners, yes, I'm beautiful. Get married
demand.
twice because practice makes perfect. So I gave him the dead number. What I missed was suddenly the phone rang after 12 minutes. I was like, what the, how the, why the?
I made it alive. That's what I do.
Wow.
I answered the call. He said, "Hi, this is my number. Save it." I said, "Who is this?" He said, "This is Amr." I said, "Amr who?" He said, "You just
Amr Putin.
the one you just met in the elevator." And I'm like, the watchman gave you my number? He said, no, you gave your number. I said, no, I gave you the wrong number. And then he said, oh, you gave me a wrong number? I said, oh. Then I realized that number was forwarded to the new number.
Oh, the call.
So he still has the
call
old number.
forwarding.
Okay.
And then I don't know how it happened now. So after that, he messaged me if you need help. I didn't reply to him after 1 month. And then
But
again,
did you keep messaging like, hey?
no, he messaged twice a month, greeting morning, and then the last one after the third month, he messaged me Eid Mubarak.
That's nice. That's nice.
And
It's not like good morning,
Very
sweetie,
wholesome.
or those WhatsApp pictures, you know.
then I replied, no, that time is BlackBerry. There's no WhatsApp yet at the time.
Yeah.
BBM, no, BlackBerry
Yeah.
Messenger.
Okay.
Were you alive the time?
Yeah.
Please, okay.
BBM? Was it?
BlackBerry Messenger, yeah.
Or is it just a normal SMS?
2011, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's BBM
BBM.
time. Yeah. I had a
Okay.
BlackBerry.
What's your pin?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, your ATM pin.
Just hold up.
Then I remember now. He messaged Eid Mubarak. I replied to him. I said Eid Mubarak to you too. And then Amr replied, I wish I had that phone. Amr replied, wow, you're the busiest woman I've ever known in my life, because I replied to his message 3 months after.
The next Eid.
Yeah, and then he said, I said, oh, I called him. I called him using my office phone because I felt like, oh my gosh, you remember?
That's very smart. That's a very good reply.
Smooth, well,
Very
you have
smooth
to.
message.
Smooth criminal.
Yeah. Don't attack. Just say, oh, you're busy and everything. Yeah.
And then you think this is smooth? Listen to this. I said, hey, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 blah. I was busy. But thank you so much for remembering, blah, blah. And then he said, no, I'll only accept your apology if you go for a coffee with me.
Yeah, see, bro?
Oh,
Telling you.
smooth.
Everyone should learn a thing or two from Amr for
Yeah.
sure.
And then I was
That
like-
was really good. That was really
I know.
good.
I said, okay,
know. I used to be good.
And then I told him, okay, I'll go with you only if I have a chaperone with me.
Okay.
And then he said, okay, no problem. So he picked me up. We'll meet my friend somewhere where we went. He picked me up. I don't know. I was wearing my age. I'm like, what happened?
This is what 3 months can do.
No, this is my smoothness can do.
Already undressed you halfway.
Just on the phone.
I don't know what happened. Seriously, why did I remove my
Were you surprised though? Like, huh?
Yeah, he was. He asked-
Not
No,
really.
when I opened the door, your words were, what happened to the hijab?
Yeah, but not
I gotta go.
but not shocked, because even in Egypt you will find, even in your family and your friends, someone who's wearing hijab for some time, then remove it for.
All of a sudden, yeah.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a common practice.
My arms are big.
Ada has ADHD.
So that's it. Oh my gosh, our first date. We had our friend with me. My God, and then she started like behaving like she likes him.
Oh, no.
I said, oh,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mercy, no. She was like talking to you too much. I got bored already.
Like, can you drop me home now? Like,
So yeah, that's it. That's how we met.
where was the first date?
Oh my God, nearby the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet.
Because
Yeah.
it's Eid, it's busy.
You
was busy.
You picked the place.
What? I don't remember exactly
We had
what
we
happened.
had a coffee in the beach somewhere next to Kempinski Hotel.
okay.
Kempinski Hotel somewhere.
Because Ajman, you don't have that much options.
Yeah, true.
no, only
and it-
Kempinski.
And it was Eid, you don't want to drive to Dubai.
Yeah,
let's,
yeah.
let's not talk about Dutchman badly.
No. Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying it's
Cancel
it's a cozy, nice place that
Yeah,
yeah.
very
It's not
beautiful
as
Ajman.
metropolitan as Dubai,
Yeah.
where you have
Yeah.
So when you dropped her back, you just went home, like
Yeah.
same building. So you dropped the friend and then.
No, but he moved out
The-
already.
the-
Oh yeah, he moved out already.
I,
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
still in the building, right?
No, you moved,
moved out already?
Yeah, you have.
Where did you move to?
It's Ajman, but
Ajman as well.
like maybe
They have different building now, close to the showroom of Nissan.
to Nissan showroom, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know everything.
that's
I
so
stalked him. Yeah. So and the rest is history, which I want to erase. Yeah. No, so that means how long we're now been married for the last.
11
We turned
years.
11 years.
11
on 5th of
years.
July. Yeah.
You think it'll last 11 years?
Yeah.
No,
I would
Amr
love
is
to.
what I like about my husband is his. Did you ask me?
They did it.
No.
That's what I wanna hear.
I was
I wanna
surprised.
hear
She's just
No, because 11 years is like if you think about it. Wow.
Yeah.
You're
What?
right.
don't
what-
think about it. That's what.
No, but 11 years nowadays is also like a crazy milestone. Like so
Yeah,
many
it is,
relationships don't
exactly.
even
Yeah.
Don't even
past
last 5.
5,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because this in Hollywood means 3 months.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
But before we get into the why,
Yes.
after the first date, you knew?
No.
No.
Because when I found out he's Egyptian, I was they're all good people, but I had a
save.
really bad I was so scared, just like how
Yeah.
I used to have biases or misconception of Russians.
Yes.
So for me, I was really scared of Egyptian men. I because my aunt is also married to Egyptian man, and she had but now they're married for over 20 plus years.
Nice.
But before, when I was young, I used to hear how strict they were and all those.
It's
things.
with every Arab nationality.
Actually,
I think,
that's basically what I want to say now. Is I realize that it's in all. It's an Arab thing. Arab
yeah,
man thing.
there's always that stigma, that
Straight
mentality
jealous,
of,
yeah.
yeah.
It happens with everyone. Like, did it also happen to you where your Egyptian
ex-
family is
and
saying,
I had
"Oh,
my
she's
trauma.
Filipina, be
And
careful."
I had my trauma from my ex-husband.
yeah, that's
And
true.
he's also half Egyptian, and half
Okay.
Syrian. So I'm like, come on, I should learn my lesson now. Like,
Yeah.
But then my father said to me, like, look at your fingers. They came from one hand, but different fingers. I'm like, this has nothing to do. This has nothing.
What is the story?
This has nothing to do with men.
Tell them.
Amr loves me.
No, tell him they are still fingers.
No, he said they're not the same. I said that would be weird if they're the same height. I said
okay, like
my
that.
dad would give you wisdom, sometimes half wisdom.
But I love that you
like
opened
Lego
up to your
hands.
dad about him.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I have 2 brothers. I also talk to them.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear the perspective of a guy, and I didn't have anybody else at the time I could speak. Yeah, but I talked to my dad and
Yeah.
2 brothers.
Yeah.
They didn't really care much.
And you, Amr, after the first date, you knew?
Okay, nothing really. Like,
Yeah.
when you meet someone for the first time and you have very long conversation, maybe we spend like 4 hours on that cafe.
But it wasn't weird with the other girl there, or
no.
No?
That's complete.
because I would have felt so weird if
No.
there was.
No, they talk. Amr knows how to talk too. By the way, Amr
yeah,
know how
he's-
to
yeah.
like. So I
It's a
didn't.
good conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, he didn't really It didn't make me feel
Uncomfortable.
Yes, even the other girl.
Yeah. So you feel the connection right away.
Yeah.
But your brain doesn't take you to that area yet.
Yeah.
Like something serious gonna happen. No, nothing like that. Especially in Dubai, because in Dubai you don't jump to that conclusion right away.
So true.
So yeah, we met again same week, I think,
Yeah.
or the next day, something like that.
Oh,
And
wow,
the third
fast.
time I introduced you to my
mom.
cousins, my aunt first.
Yeah. So we met on.
So fast.
Yeah.
Because for us also, like when especially my aunt, she's very religious. So
Yeah.
We have to
Yeah.
redo
Okay.
it. Yeah. But we
love,
got...
freeze, don't move.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Freeze, love, don't move because
No, it's okay, ate.
Make it seamless.
Wait, give me a sec, Josh.
Perfect cut.
1, 2.
you want to go to the washroom.
No.
I'm okay.
1, 2.
Max, still nothing?
Oh, no, this is already a progress that he's joining us here.
We're gonna go back to your aunt.
About my aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So especially my
Yeah. You were saying, so I introduced him to...
yeah. So I introduced him to my cousins, my aunt here. No, that's actually after 3 weeks. Yeah, before the
Still very
before-
fast.
Yeah.
But he comes from an Arab, household, which is
even for my aunt.
sometimes the first
And you're
date.
staying with your aunt, right? So she needs to know where you are going.
Yes, because
yeah.
she told my parents that she's not gonna allow what happened last time.
So she's looking out after you.
Yeah.
So she was like, no, I don't know like this. I need to know this guy. So, and he was very respectful. So my aunt, they all visited my apartment. So we were there, and then Amr visited us. And he got along really well with my family.
Very
Very
from the get-go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I can see Amr very good with
He's a decent man,
older adults. Like
Yeah,
even I feel like I'm quite good with moms and everyone like that. So
Yeah, and her family are so welcoming, and they never make you feel like a stranger.
that's good. That's nice.
Like they contain you right away.
So yeah, the rest is history. And then after 3-4 months, then he asked if we want to get married. I said, no, I'm not sure, but
But let's keep doing it.
yeah, let's see. And then my aunt said, what are you waiting? I like him. I said, then you marry him.
I was like, I'm ready.
And
No,
then
but that's good when the family encourages you because they see the goodness.
Yes. So after 6-7 months, I think, my mom came, and then my mom said, okay, approved. Then again, my mom couldn't be here. Then we got married after almost a year.
Okay.
Here after we met.
Here in the UAE.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, in the court or something? Or
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were recorded.
You don't have to
You
go.
do it at home, and then you do legal documentation.
Like a sheikh comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Oh.
you do the
Muslim
consent.
wedding, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you can have a home service for weddings here.
You
Home
can
service, yeah,
just
delivery.
call the sheikh. But you have to pay
10
the court. You have to pay
minutes.
the court. You have to. Yeah, you have to pay the service for that.
Yeah, yeah.
The sheikh will come to you.
And they do a prayer and then they sign. Usually a male representative of the female family would have to sign on behalf.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember when the sheikh was in the, what do you call it, in the, that guy, the one who processed the marriage. What do you call it in English?
Officiator.
Officiator, yeah.
Officiator. So when
You
he was,
officiate, yeah.
So when he was at home, you ask him to write something additional thing in the paper.
The conditions, yeah.
Yeah, what was that?
The like the Dory.
What is that? No,
Mahar?
no, not that.
Muakkar.
No. It was something funny.
Really? Can you tell me? I want to joke
If
about it.
I need material.
can't remember it, but I remember.
If you got married or what? If we
Or like if
divorced?
something happens.
If he married if he married, that he's not allowed to marry
A
a
second
second wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't say like
You
that.
said that.
Really?
You're already funny then, huh?
Really? Because okay, really? Do you think he wrote? Let's read.
No, he didn't. But he was laughing
Yeah.
about it.
No, he said no. He can marry 4. He even
Yeah,
said no. That's not a
Yeah.
condition. He can marry up to 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
by
okay.
Get
law.
out of my house, Sheikh. Get out of my return
No,
the money I
Sheikh.
paid.
I wanted to tell him just bro, chill. Like I know that already, and let me just get through the first one.
Yeah, I'll call you in a month and then
Yeah.
the next one.
Let's see if I can handle more than one.
He just want more business, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. But was your family also okay with having like an Asian wife, or was there any controversy or anything like that was going on?
At first, there was a resistance, but
Because they didn't meet
No,
you, they didn't know
exactly.
her. So
but when we met, they loved me too much.
Of course.
yeah.
Did you go to Egypt ever?
Yes, but my family came here. My mama, brother-in-law, and sister-in-law. So
Oh, they came here and they met here.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
you know, my mother-in-law has a dry sense of humor. Oof, beautiful.
Yeah, like a
She-
British style of humor.
She was scaring me like. So we were in the beach one time, and then Amr was like, Amr swam very far from us, and I was looking for Amr, and my mother-in-law said, "He's gone. He went with another woman."
And you don't
Now
if
we
you should
know where.
laugh.
Now we know where he gets his sense
She
of
was
humor.
even today. He went with beautiful woman.
Yeah, beautiful, more beautiful than.
He swam to Qatar. It's just
And he
like,
doesn't even speak English, but she didn't speak English, but and then I look at my sister-in-law, and my sister-in-law is kind of translating to me, and like, ouch, I felt bullied.
But you can understand, like she's making.
Yeah.
that is
Amr?
yeah, that is understood anyway.
It reminds me of the relationship of my grandma and my mom, because my grandmom didn't know how to. My teta, she didn't know. Allah yarhamha. She doesn't know how to speak English. So, but she lived with us for months and months in between Lebanon and Dubai when we were younger, and she couldn't speak a single word of English, and they understood each other just by language. And
Yeah,
we would
Hand
be the
movements.
translators as well as kids. Like, we'll tell my mom, Tata says this, and then we'll translate it.
Yeah, you'll get shocked when you used to travel to, let's say, Europe, and you'll see my mom sitting next to another local lady from the country.
Yeah.
This one doesn't speak English, this one doesn't speak her own language, and hours they're just having conversations.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
A podcast could be.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just so wow. So she'll say, Fatima, good? Something eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said no, I'm finished. And then she will say, she'll show me something that is she cooked nice, yani.
Yeah.
She'll grab me to the kitchen and she'll say, I should try the food because it's nice. Then I got it already, so I eat. But we can talk without talking,
Yeah.
No, that's true.
It's a connection.
Verbal
Yeah.
communication is what, like 30% of communication, right? Then the rest is all body language,
I think
gestures,
it's because
eyes.
of her, because she's really keen. If imagine that other people could have just left and
Yeah.
ignored me, but she was trying really hard. So I was like, oh, I appreciate that effort,
That's nice.
And my mom used to tell me, when you get married, your love for your mother is now 50% of the love to your mother-in-law. Something like that.
Because now you have a new mom in your life as well.
something like that. So I was like, I thought at first I was like, oh my god, really, mother? Maybe just just saying that because you have a daughter-in-law now.
Yeah.
You want your daughter-in-law to love you. So yeah. So like that.
So 11 years.
Yeah.
11 years together. What do you love the most about each other?
And I want to hear you answer that question.
What is it? What is it?
I was sleeping.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to repeat this
11
question like
years.
27 times.
11
He
years
needs time to
together.
think.
What is it that you love the most
Okay.
about Imah?
Many things. Like, I'll try to come up with the first three.
Yeah.
So first of all, she is a very easygoing, simple person, and that's something very important.
Yeah.
I would say the fact that she is not. How are you? Yeah, she's not. Wait, let me focus here. I'm trying to lie, so let's just give me a break.
She's not.
No, I don't know. I always say that's what I believe. If you love someone and you want to put a list of what you like about him, it's kind of difficult because love is somehow doesn't have reasoning or proper reasoning.
Very beautiful.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
But I can say that I like Joshua, and I like
Yeah.
what I like about him, that he's calm, that he is he's always decent, he doesn't lie. It's very easy. But when it comes to someone that you love, it's very difficult to tell what I love him for.
because it's a love is a feeling regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't see someone and you say, okay, this guy is this and this and this, so I'm gonna love him. You love
it's
him
like-
even though that you hate things that he does.
Yeah, like a collective, like bad and good things.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
That's so beautiful.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you top that off, Atima?
Can you better him?
No, see, he told me that when I asked him before, what do you love about me? He said, I can't answer that because if I tell you I love you because you like to clean the house, if you don't clean the house, that means I should stop loving you. So there's no reason, and I'm like,
Where's the mop?
something like that. You only gave two. One more.
no, but,
Okay,
no.
what do you like about me then?
I will try to look at you as an outsider now. So she cares so much. She's that person that she cares.
I agree.
She
Like
really does.
she will listen if you have a problem. She will be there for you if you need anything. And she's a decent person. Like when she says something, she means it.
Yeah.
Like if she said that I like that guy, I like this person, I don't like this, she really means it. At least at the moment. Like ask her again the next moment, it's gonna change completely. Complete different answer. But she means it at the moment.
Oh, really? Bipolar.
Yeah. So and overall, she's someone you can trust.
Yeah.
You know that, like, and this is something very important. It brings stability in the relationship because somehow you know what to expect that's gonna happen with that person. If he got pissed off, if he's happy, if that, the trust is there. So
And you still feel safe
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
See, it does spark something when you ask someone what do you like, and you
Yeah.
know. So, Atima.
What do you hate about Amr?
No, what I like about him. No, but I know I love him, and I what I like about Amr is, at first the point of reference was because I was married before, right? So I saw first thing I didn't want to experience what I experienced before, so that I saw from him. So Amr has. So I used to
You're
think,
looking for something different from
yeah.
other than what you tried.
I wanted to be. I wanted a stable relationship. Like, okay, peace of mind, like Amr, when I go out, these are the things I like. For sure I love the guy, but I'm listing down what I like. Okay. He doesn't, like, when I go out, he doesn't call me, doesn't check on, like, he doesn't bug me. Where are you? What time are you coming? Right?
Yeah.
And for you, maybe this is not big deal, but it's big deal for me because I lived the opposite of that.
Right.
Yeah, the controlling.
So I saw the frame of point of reference. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. What's that? Yeah.
Yes,
But that goes deeper, right? Because that means that there's trust. Like,
Not
he
just
doesn't
trust,
have to always,
He is
like,
just a secure man.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I love that. Yeah.
Is the second, maybe trusting me is the secondary. He's a decent person. He's a mature guy that I'm like, he knows that I'm gonna come back and I'm with my friends. So I asked him one time. I said, why you don't call me? Why you don't check on me whenever?
I don't have credit, that's why.
And then he said,
Because you still didn't give me your new number. It's not the whole
yes,
number.
I like that. So he was like, if I would just do that, why would I allow you to go out in the first place? Like, if kung ganun lang,
Very, very nice.
right? Why would I allow you to go out with your friends if I'm just gonna bug you every 30 minutes and everything, right?
Yeah, life will be so tough if you need to check on your partner every half an hour to see what he's doing, and you have this insecurity, and that's an impossible life.
yeah.
And I was like that in the beginning of our marriage. I was like that. Why don't you call me? Why don't you tell
to
me?
Amr.
Yeah. What? Okay, you are going out. Why you're not telling me where to go? Because I need to know. I'm not telling you to tell me where you're going. What are you doing? Because if something happened to you, I know where to
To go,
find you
where
and who
to
to
find you,
ask
yeah.
if something happened and all those things. But I learned that from him, that you don't have to be like kind of a FBI agent all the time. Second thing, what I really like, that's like a striking for me, was he respects my boundaries, my privacy. So let's say I tell him, okay, listen, can you get my wallet, my bag? He will not open my bag. Like, he'll bring me my bag. You open your stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, try to open her bag.
Or try to
I
find
challenge
something.
you to get anything out of her bag. It's like,
These are just little things, okay?
it's a trunk. It's a car trunk. It's not a
And
bag.
finding something, like today she asked me to find her headphones in her bag. Oh man, it took me 2 days, I think. I'm like, because there's so many things. I'm like, why is there like, I don't know, why is there like a light
No,
bulb
but
in here or
but
something?
Even,
Just
but even my bag, even if there is a hammer in my bag, he won't even open my bag. He won't even open my bag. At least you open the bag. He won't open my bag. He'll give you. But sometimes if it's really, really urgent, that's when he will open it. And I'm like, oh my God, I can cheat. Yeah. Okay. The third thing that I think I really like is he's a gentleman. Like, Amr doesn't like confrontation. Amr doesn't like, where are you? My gosh, I'm like that. Like, Amr, no. Amr, if he talked to you from this tone until the end of conversation, the tone is the same. Like,
wow.
he's a slow pace, he's easy, he's a kind of laid back person and all. But yeah,
I've never seen Amr stressed. He's probably stressed at some point, but he doesn't.
No, both
show
of them.
it.
I've never seen him stressed.
Oh, you
but,
saw me.
but I've seen Imah once. Like, Imah's so funny on stage, but when she's angry, she becomes like 100 times funnier on stage.
Really?
For some, it's so funny to watch. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
want the
it's
heckler to
ugly.
keep going because
But his ugly was.
there was one night where it's like the guy was like really firing back, and Imah became like 100 times funnier. Like, I've seen her in the new light. I'm like, wow, this is what happens if you piss at the Imah off. It's like,
you know, this is a very important observation, because what makes you funny on the stage is when you drop the filters.
Yeah.
So when you get angry, you don't go through the usual
no longer
filters
conscious,
that you go in your
exactly,
brain.
yes.
So you can end up being way funnier.
It's just you and your emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Bill Burr is ranting all the time and he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the complaining comics
Exactly.
a lot. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I'm very difficult. I get angry easily, and Amr, like, if we are very opposite sides, and I think that's why we're match.
Yeah.
we're
Ever
Someone
since I met Amr,
complimenting.
he's a cool, calm guy.
and I'm
like,
the opposite.
behind the scenes in the beginning until he got on stage. But yeah, that's what
He didn't-
Amr was to me.
Yeah, my gosh, I didn't want to before.
Yeah.
He didn't expect this, that he would be performing one day.
Oh.
How did that start? Because then you started your comedy career, and then you were sort of the behind the scenes guy,
Yeah.
taking pictures, supporting her in any way you can from production, etc. What sparked?
Well, she kept picking on me, and I said, enough is enough.
I can't be the butt of jokes though.
No, what happened? We used to run the Comedy Kix first room that we used to run.
The best room.
Thank
Yeah.
you, the
Yeah.
kickers.
Yeah,
Both of you did such an amazing job growing
Love
up.
Was
stories.
Yes.
it was a lovely place actually.
Yeah, I love kickers.
Then I was there, like everybody comes perform maybe for a year or something.
Yeah.
Then she pushed me. She said, "Go give it a try. Do
Open
3
mic,
minutes
yeah.
for 5 minutes, whatever." And I did, and I remember the first time I went on the stage with papers because I'm confused. I don't know what to do, and I was ready to bomb. Like I said, I'm gonna go. Nobody's gonna laugh. I'm gonna leave. I'll forget about it.
At least I crossed it off my list
Yeah.
of things to do. Yeah.
That's how I like to go through things. Be prepared to fail, so when it happens, you're okay.
Yeah, expect the worst.
Wow. Okay.
So I went on stage. It went well. Then next week I went again. I think again it went well. So I said, there is a good feeling behind that.
Yeah.
It's so stressful, but after you leave the stage, you get that good feeling stays with you for like a couple of days. So I said, I need that feeling. That's a good thing.
I'm so happy you did it, really.
Yeah.
He used to he doesn't want to be in the limelight.
I remember because when I started, it was always you. And Amr would always be behind the scenes guy. He would with his cameras, walking
organizer,
around, taking
yeah.
pictures of the audience, taking pictures of stage. And even when Amr and I used to start talking, and like when we started to get to know each other, I'm like, you should do comedy. He's like, no. And then, then one day he gets on stage. I remember the first time I ever saw him, and I don't know if he's done a few mics already, but he was so funny. I'm like, this guy has been in the audience, like absorbing everything, you know, like
Yeah.
understanding comedy, like seeing everyone's
Yeah.
styles, and then thinking of his own voice. Gets on stage and kills. Like his ambulance
Joke, yeah.
traffic car accident in Egypt.
Yeah.
That whole bit is comedy gold.
Yeah.
Comedy gold. Like,
Every comedian loves that. Like in our batch, like everybody's that's the favorite of everyone. That
Yeah.
So
ambulance
good. It's
joke.
so
Me
good.
too.
And I forgot what this.
It's like a silent killer, you know? Like,
Yeah. So though he started late, but when I started learning, he was learning indirectly with me. Like we riff together. I tell him what I learned from the class, and then I rehearse the jokes in front of him. He helps me tighten my stuff. Like that joke in the plane. We solved that joke. It took us 4 hours writing. We were in the room. No, you cannot do that. You can't say that. No, I need that joke.
the breath joke.
The breath
Yeah.
joke
Yeah,
and the airplane. God
Going
is-
back home.
Yes.
Yeah, is
And
vacation.
it was a little bit racist in the beginning, and then it's a drop.
but it's
and
so
then-
funny. I love that
And he's
joke.
not even performing that time, and we're already fixing stuff. So I was like,
So even before you
so
started
when
doing
he
Yeah.
did it for the first time, I said, I know you would. It's gonna be good because you already know you've been exposed to the
Yeah. So I've been through the process.
behind the scene process. Yeah.
With her, and she introduced me to stand-up comedy because before her I wasn't that big fan.
Didn't even know that I took the workshop. I was rehearsing in the room. He didn't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Is she just talking to herself for like 4 hours? now?
yeah. No, but she was doing acting before,
I had-
so
Oh yeah,
Three
correct.
stuff.
Correct. Yes.
Acting, stage monologue, and
stage
stand up.
monologue, and so I was used to the idea of her just being in the room. You did a play before that, I think.
Not yet.
Not
The JLT play was after.
That was
After,
after.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did the monologue, stage monologue.
Stage monologue. So I was aware that she's in the room rehearsing something, trying a bit, something like that.
Yeah, you were always into arts. We talked about it in the Hello Ma'am Sir Show podcast. So for those who are listening, you want to know more about Imah and how she got into her comedy career, just watch her podcast
Yeah,
episode.
but I know
Hello
like
Ma'am
Imah
Sir.
really wanted it bad. So
Yeah.
like you when you found your voice in comedy, you were so excited, right? You're like, I'm really gonna develop this gift. And I think that's why Amr benefited a lot because he saw the whole process, the moment like from your first stage performance to the
He was a critic first before he became a comic, so that's why it's the flow and transition for him is easier. Like is so polished. When he performed on stage the first time, everybody, even Mina and Ali, our mentor, when they saw him perform for the first time when he opened for me at the Mall of the Emirates, and they were like, what happened to Amr? When did he do this? When did he do stand up? I'm like, Baba, he was indirectly learning with me when you were teaching me.
Yeah, I love Mina and Ali when they saw me first time on the stage. They hugged me so much after the show.
They couldn't
And
believe
he said, especially Mina, she said, I was so proud of you standing 10 minutes on the stage, and they didn't know about it.
They didn't
Yeah.
know about
So
We were there.
the emotional support,
It was beautiful.
this is a true
So
story.
proud of
When I was on the stage, I saw Ali and Mina in the crowd. That got me so nervous.
Yeah.
So Mina started to give me that face. It's like, yeah, go. See, she's trying to emotionally support me
She's
by
very
giving me
supportive,
a comfort
Yeah.
space.
The cues, like, you got this.
Yeah. And that actually kept me going. Like, it changed my feelings when I was on stage.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
So that's
Do you get nervous when you see Imah in front of you?
I get nervous regardless. And I was telling this to, like, I know it's not the right topic to, the right point of the podcast to talk about it, but I get more of my validation when I make comedians laugh. It's not, I told you this, right? Like, it's when I see like a seasoned comic like Maher, Mikdad, you, Amr, laughing at me, then I feel, okay, I killed. But for me, I try to perform more for the comedians rather than for the audience, and it doesn't work well for me in the long run. But I know
told
what
him
you mean. So when you see someone like who's really good giving you like, you got this,
Yeah.
then it feels better, you know, because it's like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. He knows comedy. They performed all over, so they really know what good comedy is. And if I get that validation from them rather than an audience member who just wants to hear jokes,
Yeah.
I feel better. So
Yeah.
it's not a good thing though, but
Yeah, I told him if that's your main kind of benchmark when you perform, put it as a secondary. Make the audience of the night, the whole audience is your first priority. Like,
Not just the comedian.
yeah, because sometimes your fellow comics would laugh just to show you that, hey, we're supporting, but we're not really supporting, you know? So you don't really get the real feedback from us, right? Especially me, I'm so nice. I'm joking.
I haven't done my punchline after Imah's laughing. I'm like, I'm funny.
so
Making her laugh. Yeah.
So I think always think what will the audience are, of course you can't also read the room right away.
Yeah.
You need to have 2-3 comics before you can read the whole room, but always have this habit of listening to the host. If you have a host, if you're the first comic, listen to the host, listen to the response. I told you how to read the room, read the audience, to which jokes they reply more, to the blue jokes or to the silly jokes or to the race jokes.
Yeah.
So at least that's an indication of which joke you want to start with.
And how you can start off, yeah.
But yeah, anyways, I said to when he performed, then I felt happy because now I was happy because when he wasn't performing, I was happy because he listens to what I say. He's excited also, he experienced also the stuff and all. But when he started performing, now we are on the same wavelength, with the conversation. He knows what I say. He knows the suffering I go through because now he's going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Like that, so.
No, that's great, like having that support system where you can you can test jokes on her because she's a seasoned comedian. You can test jokes on him because he's a seasoned comedian as well. But does it get like, I don't know, since you're married, is it like all jokes and everything in the house, or is it like, do you have time for like serious stuff? Do you know when to be serious? Do you know when to be comedians with
I
each
love
other?
that question, Joshua, because in reality, we are serious at home. Like we
So you know how to turn it off?
Stand up doesn't exist in we like to just talk about we laugh at it, we laugh together from what we see, but we don't even talk stand up unless it's something important. Like if it's about the show, we talk, but we spend, when sometimes he's in his corner, my corner.
Yeah. But most of the time during your whole life as a comedian, your brain is always collecting keywords or ideas
Exactly.
that happens all the time. So but we don't joke most of the time, like we just
No, but he sees me laughing at my most raw form. When I see something on TV, I see something on TikTok, and he see me laugh. And the same thing, he laughs at stuff. We don't laugh at our own jokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't even watch stand-up anymore of others. No, because we said that it has a really if you are a comedian, don't watch others. But if you are just a stand-up comedy lover, I suggest you watch. But for us as comedian, because our brain picks these things, like okay, and it affects us how this, and then we don't want to end up sounding like them. And there's a big tendency, especially my brain picks up easily mannerism on stage, tone and all. So we decided
It happens a lot. That happens way too much. Like you'll see like people having the same mannerisms.
Yeah, we decided to stop watching stand-up anymore. For the last 1 year, we don't watch stand-up anymore. Unless it's like Andrew Schultz, Matt Rife, and Dave Chappelle. If they're dropping something that's controversial.
Okay.
Matt Rife.
I love him already. Yeah.
Have you seen his picture of his body?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
I've never, but I assume that he
A
has
picture of his body.
He's athletic,
He removes his shirt on stage.
like abs and stuff,
I
right?
haven't seen him
He
remove
has,
his.
He has a
man,
bit that he
Amr,
removes.
it's like
Yeah.
he's chiseled so well. Let me just try to find a picture.
He removes his shirt sometimes when he's performing.
When can we see him?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I just want to, while you're looking for the picture, I want to go back
Who
to
you were talking about, Andrew or Matt?
Matt.
No, Matt.
Oh, okay.
yeah, Matt.
But
don't find-
Janine, how is Josh? How's a husband as a comedian?
Uh,
Do you see two different characters?
Yeah.
Okay. When he switch off that brain of
Yeah.
a comic. Yeah.
he's always just very.
Sorry, I found the picture.
Oh,
I saw this. I saw
shredded body.
that.
Huh? That's-
This is not AI, right?
No, this is,
my
this
God.
is
Yeah, yeah.
Daddy Matt,
I
right?
know.
You know, even when he's wearing his shirt, you can tell.
See, yeah,
you
like
can tell.
his shirt is always so
Yeah.
tight,
My
and this
God.
is why
He's an ex Abercrombie model, right, or something?
Abercrombie.
Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Abercrombie.
Amber.
Is
Abercrombie.
it?
What is it?
Abercrombie.
It's like some
Oh.
Brand.
some
shirt, right?
U.S. clothing
Yeah.
brand. Yeah. Sorry, you were answering.
Yeah,
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Joss is Joss.
Just.
Joshua. So Joshua.
Lusaya.
He's very calm at home. Then I see a different, like, very confident guy on stage. Although I know that he's very nervous, he doesn't usually come across as nervous on stage.
No,
He's always-
because she always knows. Like before I get on stage, I'm like, "There's so many people here. I feel I'm gonna bomb."
And he always
I
messages
always
me.
I message her like 5 minutes before I get on stage.
And then after that, he'll be like, I did well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't test his jokes on me.
He does?
He
He
does not?
doesn't.
He doesn't.
Because he wants me to experience
Who
the
is she? She's not
same.
a comic. She doesn't know what's funny if it's slapped on the face.
You know what? At the Imah, I'm gonna join your crew, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the best half Filipino comic.
Let's do it.
And
Who's the
good luck
girl?
with that. I always say, like, one of these days, I want to try
You know, I'm
comedy.
scared if she joins comedy because I know she'll be better than me and it'll crush
Janine,
my
I want
ego.
you to watch Janine, that comedian, one of my Lebanese favorite Lebanese comedians. Her name is Janine also.
Ah, yeah.
I remember the
She's
same girl from UK.
Freaking pretty and
yes,
very
yes,
good
yes, yes.
writer.
She loves her. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
She's
and her
really
name is
good.
also Janine, and now she's doing French and just pregnant. Oh my gosh, I love her. Very well structured her writing, man. And
Yeah.
she does sketches. She does also sketches.
This the one who you performed with in Dubai here when she came, or that's
No, that's
one?
different one.
That's
This
different
is one she didn't come. That's different.
That's a
This
different
one she has never been to Dubai. She has not performed here yet. But maybe I was like, if Janine will perform,
Because she's a corporate girl on stage,
yeah, she's
right?
gonna be like this. I said if this Janine will do comedy, I can see the image of something like this. Clean act, smartly.
Smart jokes, well timed.
Yellow, Janine, let's do it, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it. I would love for you to do it.
Okay, so I like that he does. So that means you still get surprised then, no?
Yeah, that's what he wants, like, for me to get surprised when I watch him, or at least not be so used to his jokes that I don't laugh at it anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't get to see him much anymore because of this boy. So
Amber and I, we don't. He writes and he writes separately. I write separately. We don't. Now we kind of also stopped rehearsing with each other.
Yeah, see, the thing is, since the type of comedy that she does is different from the type of comedy I do.
right.
So
Exactly. Yes.
if you're asking me as a person, or asking her as a person, as a person among the crowd, she will tell you, okay, that's not what I'm gonna laugh at. But technically, I know that's a good joke, and technically, she knows this is a good joke. but it's not that what I would watch on YouTube when I want to laugh.
Right.
So the taste is different, but you know that okay.
It's still
Even Imah, she has this practice of writing something that works only for her. Like you can take one of the jokes that kills with the crowd, try to do it, it will not get any laughs for you, because it was tailored
and tailored, for
just on her, and that's a very smart thing to do.
So you don't ever find yourselves sort of having the same theme of joke? Because
No.
I wanted to ask that. Have you ever found yourselves, no, that's my joke? No, you can't say that. That's my joke.
No,
No.
we give each other joke even.
Okay.
I say, hey, you have a joke of you have a prostate. You have a,
no, that's fine. It's fine.
yeah. You have this joke about this. You can add this as a tag to that.
Right.
And then I would ask him, hey, are you doing your prostate joke tonight? He'll say, yeah, okay, because I have a callback on that, just to continue the flow of the momentum, you know.
Yeah.
So if I'm going after him, so I need to call back something, and we usually the jokes that I think it doesn't suit me. It's not my. I try the joke and I'll tell him, hey, add this to this, or add to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, comedy is art. It is an art.
It is an
100%.
art. Every sense of humor matters in comedy. It's
Yeah.
not a competition.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's an art and
Definitely.
science at the same time, because
It's more science, I would
it's
say.
like a formula. You know, you have to.
Yes, it's science and art.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a formula, and at the same time, like even if that same formula doesn't apply to everyone, you know,
Yeah.
so it could.
Hence,
be,
it makes it art.
Yeah.
That's what makes it
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
Art. I'll say it's Is it? Do you call it art if it's? Of course, an art if it's your personal taste, if it's
Yeah.
your creativity. Yeah. It's art. Yeah.
It's an art, and
It's science and art. Yeah.
mastering the craft at the end of the day is how you put the science and the art together and do what you have in your brain. Like, because sometimes you have it in your brain in a way, but when you go on the stage, that's not how you did it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So we all know the rules, we all know the fundamentals of a good joke, but even though you have them and you put everything together in the right way, but you go on the stage, it doesn't get laugh. Why? Because you didn't execute the whole thing properly.
Yeah.
So that's the art part or the craft part.
Yeah. And then the science part is laying it down and
Yeah, the structures.
executing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there has to be a setup before you. There should be a setup, and then the punchline. These things, the structure is there, and the only thing for me, I would say, is that some people think that if they didn't, this didn't, this is not a joke. It didn't get a laugh. So the joke doesn't stop being a joke if it didn't get a laugh.
Yeah.
Especially if
Yeah.
the basic mechanics is there. You know, like.
Yeah.
You have a premise, you set it up, and then you build up, and then you have the punchline. It's a joke, but the question is it funny? Maybe it's didn't make you laugh. It's a bad joke, but still a joke.
Yeah. You just have to probably change it a little bit.
So you're as you said, the art part is when how do you deliver this joke? How do you want to how you put the facial expression, the body language, the tone, the inflection, your speed. So that's what makes it. Now your own personal touch is, you incorporate the personal touch on with a joke.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because you can read a joke as well and you won't find it funny, but then
Yeah.
if the moment you get on stage and you perform it in a certain way, it could make a whole lot of difference as well,
Definitely,
and
yeah.
vice versa. Like someone will be telling the joke on stage and let's say you don't like the person too much or you don't find it very funny, but when you read it, you're like, this is very
That's
funny.
It's really
Yeah.
funny joke. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's so weird. It's beautiful and weird at the same time, like how comedy works. It's exactly like art, right? Like you'll see a painting, like what am I looking at?
Yeah.
But to someone else, like, wow, I want to buy this for like $1 million. So it's
Yeah. Exactly.
it's so it's
So
crazy.
going back to the jokes of, like, sending jokes to one another and this whole callback of jokes with one another, will we ever get to see you do a duo or dual act? Is that
Yes. It's
something that
it's
we see in the
it's
future?
part of the pipeline.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, we few times we've been on the stage together. Like,
Yeah.
I love
for a few
those.
We
I
did
love
run-
those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
You did it recently as well, yeah.
But I don't know why we are so lazy when it comes to putting, let's say, an act together that we go on stage 30 minutes, just both of us. I don't know why we're lazy.
I think I for me, just maybe pitching in what I think.
Yeah.
Maybe because you have very two different comedy styles. And you're working on your stuff, he's working on his stuff. So the moment that you think, okay, we need to sit down and do a duo act, then you sitting down together and working on something else that isn't really your own, but like something collective. Maybe that's
Yeah.
a reason
That's
why.
what I thought in the beginning. But when we've been on the stage together,
It's really
the
good.
chemistry is working.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah,
It really works.
People love it. Like we did it around 10 times now.
Yeah.
I saw it also
sometimes.
last week. I saw it again.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
We did it also the other day. We did it also
Yeah,
the other night. We did it
that,
also.
PUBG, right? You did, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the PUBG too. So what we do, so I just bring him on stage and then we'll start. We don't write. We don't. So
Yeah,
I'll
it's
prompt him so he can bring his joke. He'll prompt me so I can say my joke. But most of the time it's just a conversation of a husband and wife on stage.
Yeah.
That's it.
Which
And
is
that's
quite
so nice. And it's so
Yeah.
unique. No one else does that, right? Like
Yeah.
there are people who have like duo acts and stuff,
Yeah.
but not usually a husband and a wife.
But I want to hear.
Duo.
Some people want to hear more of what it's like for you to be married to a Filipina, and what it's for. And I'm like, we know that already. Like this, but sometimes, yeah, we should start there because comedians, artists, especially comedians, we have this tendency of ignoring our blind spots. We should talk about what we don't see. So let's say for me, I say that for me, I believe that hey, I am okay. I'm like this. I want to talk about dating. No, talk about talk about yourself first as a Filipina. Address those things in the head of the audience that they cannot say.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our blind spot, right? So for me as a couple, you and me, we should not focus only on the marriage thing. We should also talk about what it's like for you. Now you're an Egyptian married to a Filipina. We want to hear this.
Yeah, how the dynamics are.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even like mixed race couples, yeah, like even 11 years, I would say for a normal couple is a lot, but 11 years for a mixed race couple as well is quite a lot. So people are also intrigued about that. And you'll see like a Filipino in the audience with a Indian guy or with an Egyptian
That's what I
guy.
was
So they're
telling you.
like, so it can actually work out.
Yeah,
It
that's
gives
what I
them
was
some
telling
hope
Joshua
as well.
to build more on this being an Indian kid, being married to being a half Indian, half Filipino.
Yeah, exposed to like a million cultures, having a Lebanese father-in-law out of nowhere.
Exactly.
All these things, yeah. Those are the things that I'm trying to explore as well at the moment.
Yeah,
So,
because I have this student. Her blind spot is she believes that she is not white. You are white. She's Kazakh, grew up in Germany, and she thinks she's not privileged. I said, your color screams Karen.
yeah.
Your image screams, and you can't see it. I can see it. You should first talk about this. Because no, she wants to talk about mental health. Let's address first what we see.
No, that's
That's
true,
her
yeah.
opening joke.
Even you said, and like all the other comedians say, like the first thing you should usually talk about is the obvious things that you're.
Yes, exactly.
That's why she encouraged me to always write more jokes about having tattoos, because that's usually the first thing people will see on stage. They're like, "Why is this gangster
Yeah.
here? Why is this motorcycle gang leader on stage?"
Yeah, I especially like maybe you can say something like, you think, address that. Oh my, you think I'm a bad boy and everything. Remember, we had an exercise. We had this exercise called first impression.
Yeah.
If you pick out some of those impressions that were given to you by your classmates, and then, you think I'm a thug, but hey, I love pink color. Like break it.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey, I just brought my wife just brought me flowers. I cried. Like you are a gangster, but you have a soft heart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you look at Josh, you actually think he is like a super bad guy, but he's
When
like
I first saw him in the Bomedy in my class, because we were classmates at one point, the summer workshop, I was like, who is this tattoo boy here?
who's this playboy?
No, he has and I didn't know tattoo were allowed here at the time. I was like, oh wow, this guy allowed to showing off
Straight
his
from
tattoo.
jail to comedy
And I
class.
told you when I came home, I said, hey, I have a classmate, she's Filipino, he has tattoo.
No, but most of the Filipinos, they have tattoos.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
a.
now-
It's so rare to see a Filipino with no
Without,
tattoos.
yeah.
And you look like a gangster, Josh. I'm telling you, you should don't drop that.
He's the guy that he goes to the bank and he say, "I'm gonna rob you, but it's okay, just finish it."
Exactly. He's like the kindest
He
guy
has a joke
ever.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something like that. But correct, you're the one who look like you look like actually he looks like he's gonna rob the guy who just came out of the bank.
She knows, like, if we go to a restaurant and my order is wrong or something, I'm like, can you please go? I don't want to speak to the waiter. And
Tell her what happened on
Tell me
her show.
what happened.
Her show. when there was these girls next to us.
Tell me.
What happened?
We were at the show of Imah, that Imah's test mic, and Imah put us in the same place with Joy and her sister, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And there were another group of Filipinos there sitting on Joy's seat, and then Joy came and she's like, "Oh, so where am I sitting?" And these other girls were in her seat, and I'm like, "Hey, can you tell them?"
Josh looks at me and he's like, "Can you speak to them?" And I'm
Like,
like,
I'm not
"Why
gonna
do
tell
I
them
have
to
to do
move."
your dirty laundry all the time?" So I look at the girls.
Yeah, you should tell those things. Like, you think, yeah, I'm a tough guy. Got this. I was told I'd never take any orders from anyone.
I always have to like speak to people.
Yeah,
first.
she's the one who does
like
the
to do the mean things.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I look like a tiny person, a tiny girl, but actually I can be mean.
Yeah.
I do his mean stuff most of the time.
Yeah, she's the mean one.
Yeah.
She's the one who like
The
who,
Lebanese in me.
who would
Oh
like
my
fight.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, rent is increasing. Okay, she's like, no, they're not gonna do that this time. Let's go to the office.
So that's our balance, definitely.
But it's,
that's-
I also complain our rent is also increasing.
That's
Yeah.
everywhere.
I told Amr,
It's everywhere.
can you call the office? No, I told him, call RERA, check. Are they allowed to do this?
Yeah.
And Amr's like, they are, right?
Did you call them?
He said,
I wanna
Amr,
hear
so
you.
no, Amr, what he did, I went online. I researched properly for you. So
Yeah.
he sent me also the rules.
There is a website where you can go check
Calculate the
the area and it tell
Yeah,
you
yeah, correct.
exactly how.
Same.
But it's so weird to have that, like I don't know why we're talking about real estate now, but for us we have the Versace Hotel in Jeddah,
Huh?
so it takes into account the Versace Hotel rent, and I'm like, come on, like these are all like
Take profit
San-
from them also.
and then you go to. But apparently, I heard from someone that they're gonna start now doing it individually on apartments, so people will inspect apartments and say, okay, you cannot charge more than
Exactly,
80,000
because
for
some
this.
buildings are old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facilities are
Depends.
Can't just
bad.
be on an
Amenities
area,
are crazy. Yeah,
it's-
exactly. Right, Max? Yeah. Max, I love Max.
I have my dog. I have
Max doesn't
But
like
I
it.
wanna ask you, when the first time you saw Joshua perform, what was the impression you? I'm talking to my husband now. So Amr, when you saw Joshua performed, the first time you saw him, and now that you see him perform, what progress? I want you to point out the progress you saw as a comic from
Wow.
watching him as a comic.
Okay. See, first time I watched Joshua performing, that was before I even do stand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
And he was so lovable guy on the stage. Like I wasn't paying attention to the jokes itself as much as his stage persona
Presence, yeah.
and his stage presence. So he's lovable. Like he's one of these guys that the moment he steps on the stage,
Yeah.
you know that.
likability.
Yeah.
But usually for guys, I think that's me. When I go on stage, I feel that most of the crowd is like, okay, yalla, make me laugh. Show me how you're gonna make me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
I know what
guys,
you mean.
no. Some guys, the moment you see them, you feel like, oh, that's a nice guy, you know. Until now, he has it.
Yeah.
Until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus the confidence that he gained
Ah,
he
no,
gained on
yeah.
the stage.
You're more confident now, Josh.
Yeah, of course. And now he knows his voice now. So when he's doing this bit, he knows that they're gonna laugh now, and sometimes he knows that this might not get a laugh, so I'm ready for it.
So
Yeah.
you mean
And
he's
that's
more
very-
aware now? Okay.
Yeah.
That's very smooth.
Yeah.
My favorite is his voice. It's always your
Yeah.
voice. Hello, everybody, especially your intonation. I like that all the time you say. I like it, but there's a tendency that it confuses people.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
think
this
that
is
it's
what we
still
spoke
part
about,
of the
yes.
premise. They're like, hello, everybody. Oh, I'm talking now. No. Because this accent is like a conyo style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It irritates.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just-
I never hear myself having a
sorry,
Filipino
sorry.
accent, but I get it a lot that I have a
this
Filipino
the way he
accent.
talks. This only you can hear if you are in the north, in Manila, in a rich area.
Okay, yeah. So
Big-
Because
rich
he's
people.
a Quezon City boy.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
but that's a reference you only have because we didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very local reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you also have that accent, Janine.
Yeah.
You have that accent.
Because I grew up here, but I was also in a Filipino school. So Filipino Dubai mix. Like
They have a very soft accent.
That's
Yeah.
like Manila
For
or like
us, Manila, Luzon.
yeah.
Yeah.
For us,
Manila
so when they say naglalaba, I say naglalaba.
Yeah.
I have very heavy, thick.
No, but for me,
Tagalog.
it's I realize that there's a Dubai accent.
Really?
Yeah.
Neutral.
It's so neutral. Like in the beginning you'll be confused. Like, where's this person
This sounds
from?
like Manila. I'm telling you, this sounds
Really?
like
For you?
Manileño. Yeah. That's why even the other Filipino that we talk that who grew up here, I said you go to that area in Philippines, they talk like this also.
Because like from like Anand also for me, yeah, like even if I close my eyes and just hear his voice, it's such a Dubai accent for me. Like I know people like already like you can't tell. Okay, he's behind the phone like he's Indian, but for I don't know. I think
But
it's just me.
He
maybe
went to the US, so maybe
yeah,
it
he
affected
did
his
study in the
accent.
US, so maybe that's how it got a little bit
Picked
washed
up a little
and
bit of
stuff.
an
But
American accent.
I see.
yeah.
I never speak with Amr at home in Arabic.
Yeah.
Never.
We
speak
tried.
Arabic?
No, I don't. Only little I speak.
Yeah.
But you know when you Janine, when you speak in, I love it. So sexy, man.
Which one?
When she speaks Lebanese, yeah.
Because it's Lebanese Arabic.
Yeah.
Imagine I speak like GCC Arabic. It's very like harsh.
Yeah.
But Lebanese Arabic
Yeah, I
has
love it
like
when
a
she
French,
speaks.
sort of like
No,
a French.
you know why it
Levantine
has
twang.
different impact on me, love? Because she has a very kind of an Asian face, and then she's just spitting this Arabic accent. Oof, I love it. Like,
But she's you see the Asian face because
no, she
you-
looks like Spanish, even Spanish, Filipino
yeah
Spanish.
she has that international.
She gets Indian also quite a bit.
She can be anything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
you saw Marian Rivera, right?
Yeah.
Marian
okay.
Rivera is Filipino Spanish. This her face is like this only.
But that's true. I get a very universal. I get
Yeah.
Indian, Colombian.
You know, Indian.
Oh my God,
because
you
of
look like
the-
Shakira. Also
the
correct.
Yeah.
She looks like Shakira as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Joshua, she looks like Shakira.
Like she can be Egyptian easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, I can get that as well.
She you also get like the North African, like
Yeah.
Moroccan,
yeah.
Yeah.
Algerian,
Tunisian.
Tunisia. Yeah.
No, her facial, the upper part, she looks like Shakira.
Yeah, she has something from Shakira.
Okay.
Hips don't lie.
Speaking Arabic and Filipino, we tried this exchange deal in the house
Okay.
that I'll teach her Arabic and she'll teach me English, Filipino. Didn't work, huh?
Didn't work.
So
Did
so
you
now you
learn
just
more
speak in English.
Filipino?
Yeah,
the whole
because
time.
I try to teach her the Arabic. Then I tell her, I want to eat this. So she tries like 17 times, doesn't work. Then I have to say it in English.
Yeah. Okay. I can see a little bit of it.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
eyes.
The eyes, yeah,
The
and I
upper-
think the teeth as well.
The upper
Yeah.
part. And
It's
the
eyes
feature
and
of the laugh, or the smile.
It's
The laugh line.
Yeah, the laugh line.
The laugh line is also the same.
Oh yeah, the laugh line as well. Yeah.
very flattered. Thank you.
Oh my
To compare
And me?
with Shakira.
Brad Pitt.
You're prettier than her though.
Brad Pitt.
You, Josh? Who? No, Joshua, you are like a baby only.
Like a Bangladeshi.
No, Josh. Joshua is the boy next door. He has
is.
this image of boy next door.
He is, yeah.
Who's gonna make the girls cry? You know, like,
Never maybe the other way around. He cries for
Okay.
girls.
you know, Joshua looks like a boy next
He
door.
has a very cute face.
Yeah.
And bro, you look.
Because I have a naughty face. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
put salt instead of sugar in your coffee or something
Yeah.
like that.
Your face screams. It's hard to get permission, and forgiveness is easier. So I'll do it now and ask for forgiveness. later.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
That's-
You
but that's not
described it
him. Actually,
perfectly.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
that's not
him. We
me.
don't.
That's
Oh,
not
you're
me,
not that
though.
him.
Yeah,
But it's
Okay.
my face. Yeah, you know.
That's
It's easier to get forgiveness, to ask for forgiveness than
Yeah.
permission. So
That's true. That's so true.
that's your image, Josh.
I never thought of it like that, but it's exactly
Yeah.
sums up. Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having us on your podcast. Thanks for analyzing me.
He just started to like.
To warm up.
No, everybody should understand that we guys, these are like an long overdue.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
And
yeah.
this chat, because you guys we're a couple friends. We're like friends.
We are a
right?
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, so that's why I hope you guys are, to the listeners and viewers, I hope you're learning something from this.
And I hope you're
I
still
doubt
here.
it.
No, because my goal in this podcast is just listen to like you're part of the gang, like that's how I usually like to portray the podcast. Like just listen to us and you feel like, oh, I'm talking to Imah and Amr and Janine and Josh. So that's
Yeah.
my goal out
exactly.
of this. Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to when we
Shakira,
were
okay.
yeah, Shakira.
Sing.
Thank
La, 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 la.
I was gonna
Eminem,
go.
Shakira. What happened to us, Josh? Who are we, Josh?
We're just the extras on set.
You are yourselves.
Yeah.
You're getting there already, Ate Imah. I wanted to talk about how is it going with, we've been seeing you on social media, TikTok, Instagram, and every time I go on a show, you ask someone, "Oh, how did you know about me?" And it's always, most of the answers are, "We've seen you on TikTok, we've seen you on Instagram." How do you see yourself moving forward? What are we gonna see next from you?
Okay, now I'm doing the GCC tour for the first time ever, and I think I'm looking at the next project would be Southeast Asia.
Wow.
And I'm really thinking, Josh, to do it also in a full, like now we have Andrew, so maybe by the time you can join us, me and Amr, you, and one more Filipino.
Yeah.
That's the plan. We'll do Hong Kong. We'll do I've already had someone. I'm talking to someone now for a show in Thailand.
Wow.
And then in
North
Manila, or hopefully.
North Korea, you can go alone.
I would love you to.
You do your-
I'll open for you.
I'll
Amr.
do you 2 hours there. Don't worry. I'll give you my hour.
Guys, I'm finally headlining 1 hour. Catch me in North Korea. You can sit beside Kim Jong-un.
Hello, the Korean fans. So that's Southeast Asia. And then after that, I'll cry.
But that's
No,
amazing.
hopefully this is a continuous journey, right? And then the next stop would be after the GCC, Southeast Asia, and then hopefully let's see if we can do some magic with Netflix. Really, it's
That
one
would
of the
be nice.
plans. It's one of the plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think anything that you put your head into, Ate Imah, comes into life. Just put your head
No,
into it.
it's seriously both you guys, like, so crazy your journey, like from having like a
Maybe
small
a
room
dual
and-
act we can do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think
We're
will
waiting
be-
for
Netflix
that.
would love that.
Yeah.
and it's so unique, having a double act. Like, so few people can actually pull off that chemistry of being like two people on stage.
Yeah.
Actually, we realized that, but we still need to sit and write. But when we tried that couple of times, we do 10-15 minutes and the flow is there, it's going so smooth. But I still need not to write it, like not word by word, but you need to have
A structure.
a guide, where you're gonna talk about,
Yeah.
gonna move to this. It shouldn't be scripted anyway.
At
It
least a
has to
set
be-
list. A set list
Yeah.
would work.
Yeah.
Just let's talk about maybe dating, not having kids,
Yeah.
different nationality, mother-in-laws.
Because you riffed off each other anyway. like
Yeah,
you-
exactly.
Yeah, because
it's
both
so
your
smooth.
sets usually talk about each other in not indirectly and directly as well. So the moment you fuse it together and like do it on stage, like when you talk about having a second husband, which is Amr, then Amr can go and talk about the reason why you don't have kids and all those things, and it's everything can come together. Like 11 years married, how has that been? How has that journey been?
Yeah, exactly. We
Yeah.
can prompt each other.
And some crowd work.
I'll give you a question, then you can share. Maybe you can answer that question. Like, we'll make it a podcast live.
Yeah.
Joking.
Basically, yeah.
It gets even funnier when we bring someone from the crowd
Yes.
into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're both good at crowd work.
Oh yeah.
My gosh, before I used to hate crowd work. I really get scared.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
It's difficult.
I didn't want to host all the time. I had to ask people, can you host the show? And then when people started behaving like divas,
Yeah,
I'll host
yeah,
my
you
show.
had.
Yeah. I'll do it on my own.
I'll do it on
Yeah.
my own. No, but really, Josh, you just mentioned about running a small room, running a small room. It wasn't really. It did things. This were never planned, babe. No,
Yeah, nothing was
we
planned.
just started out because we were struggling for
Place to.
for places to perform. We didn't have the.
That was literally like, I think the only room, and it was only once a week. And even I was going every Friday, even if I'm not in the lineup, hoping someone like doesn't show up. And then he was like, oh, you can do even 3 minutes. I think I was even doing 3 or 5 minutes back then. I'm like, yeah, I'll take anything that I can get. I was coming every Friday, even if I was not on stage. But from there to Imah, like leaving her corporate life to now doing this full-time producing, teaching, everything. And then Amr also from being a camera guy, literally behind the scenes, to now doing like 15-20 minutes uninterrupted, just flowing smooth. It's so beautiful to see that,
Yeah.
it's so crazy like how things have gone.
Don't cry. It's okay.
And
It's just so
No, because we all started together.
Yeah.
Three of
Yeah,
us. Three of
yeah.
us. Like we were
Yeah, it was
friends.
just like us, Monsef, Anand. We would be like the last ones to leave, just talk,
Yeah.
chat, and
Yeah, we
Here
call
we are.
ourselves Kickers Boys.
yeah.
And
And here you guys are having a planned, GCC tour, then
yeah, exactly.
Asia tour. So basically a whole world tour.
I just want to ask Joshua, if I can ask. I know it's not my podcast. What's your plan with your comedy, Joshua? Are you doing this because you're having fun, or?
So it was always that. Like I would always thought of myself like as a open mic or a bar comic, but I don't know. Like lately, like I was always struggling with like having a corporate job as well. She also knows this. Like it doesn't matter. Like whatever it is, it's always a corporate job that I really feel like so. Like in a box and then bored, just doing the standard 9 to 5. I'm sure you still have a full-time job as well, right, Amr?
Yeah,
So you
it's-
can.
Yeah.
So like like knowing like there must be something better out there where you can really pursue your passion and get paid from it. So I'm like, maybe it's something that I should really develop, or if not that, then like I love podcasting so much. Like in my mind, I know like if I was given the best opportunity to do this full time, I would definitely do it full time, and might even, I know it's too premature to say, but I could even give up comedy to do be a full time podcaster. But
Yeah.
so far, like it's comedy and
Yeah.
podcasting that is really keeping me going right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's now like a goal of mine to really work on my comedy as well, because now I'm like stuck at like 12-15 minutes.
Yeah.
There are talks of Anand and me doing a double headliner now, so that's something that I really want to push
Yeah,
as well, even
exactly.
if it
Half
has to
hour.
be this year as well, because Janine knows, like from last year, my last year's goal was 30 minutes of
You have to put a
material,
timer.
and
Yeah.
like this year it has to be.
But what's stopping you from coming up with new jokes?
So I have
He has so many premises.
I have so many premises, so many,
Me
but
too.
I don't know how to end it. And I was talking about Imah, like a lot of my set is just me being Indian Filipino, and I don't want to be like Jokoy. He's an amazing comic, of course, but his whole persona is just being Filipino outside the Philippines.
But
And I
it's
don't want to be
selling.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
that's the thing,
selling
it's
out.
selling, but I don't want to be that guy like, okay, what is Josh gonna talk about in his next hour? Oh, again, Filipino Indian stuff.
But maybe
Okay.
before you think about what's going to be next,
Cross
start
that bridge
what
first, right?
Ate Ima was saying earlier, you're blindsided by
Yeah, that's the
blind spot.
reason I'm like, you know what,
Yeah.
let me really talk about the obvious things first.
Exactly, yeah,
Then I can talk about, like what Imah really
Yeah.
talks about now, like having those underlying social commentaries about what's
Yeah.
happening in the world and all this.
Besides 30 minutes about you being a half Filipino, half Indian, living in Dubai, that's very short
Yeah, I know.
period
Yeah.
of acts
Exactly.
to talk about it. Like you still have more even.
Yeah.
I'll share with you what was in my head before we did my first hour. So people were asking me, "Why are you doing your hour? And what is it gonna be about? What is it gonna be about? What is it gonna be about?" And at the time, I didn't have to explain myself to everyone, but Amr knows this. I said to Amr, "Our first show is my introductory. This is me telling people about me, because later on, if I want to do another hour, you may run out of stuff, right?" But you'll never run out of stuff. But it's only about what, in which level. Let's say now this is my first show, it's my introductory. So people saw me online, I put up. So it's kind of a subconsciously we designed the strategy in a way like, okay, I'm gonna put out my 5-minute set. I'll burn this, let people enjoy it, and let people crave for more. Another 5 minutes. And some of the comics, the season comics, when I was starting uploading, they told me, "Why are you uploading? You're burning your jokes." Abs called me many times. "Hey, you're not supposed to do this." And I said,
And your best jokes as well, right?
and I didn't tell him what's the wisdom behind it. What I was doing, right? Because I didn't have to explain. And then another comic said, "Come on, you're ruining this is our assets. Why are you're making it easy for people to access stuff? They're not gonna come to your show anymore. And if we want to book you, people saw your stuff already online." So I still stuck to it. I said, no, I'll still keep uploading. I'll keep writing, because I know anyway that whatever I'll come up with the next time is gonna be funny, because I will give the same enthusiasm, the same discipline, the same interest, dedication to these new jokes, right?
Yeah.
And it it went as planned. Okay, so now people know about me. People see me now on TikTok, on Instagram. They saw some of my work. When I announced my first show, it was no longer difficult to gain traction because they've seen my work and they want to see more of me. And what I'm gonna talk in this 1 hour, it's about myself. What happened? What's my story? Who am I? What's my story? Blah 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 blah. Then that's sorted. And then when I did the second show, people know already who am I. So who I was, and then now I'm gonna come with new stuff. So the interest is created again. Oh, she has another hour. She's coming out again. She has new stuff again. And I make sure that despite you not seeing me doing my jokes in mics, I practice my stuff. I rehearse. They might not be perfect, but I rehearse my stuff, and I believe in these jokes or whatever.
And you ran it by a few of us.
Yes, exactly. You, Amr, Anand, they're my favorite, by the way. Like, if I made Anand and Joshua laugh and Amr, that means my solid is 50% solid. My jokes are 50% solid already. So people like there was like kind of a really strong resistance. Like, no, why are you doing Amr? We had a heated argument with some of the comics about why do you want to do this? What do you want to do this? Who are you for people to come? I said, and in my head, I have people to come. I have people who will come because I've already established that online. I have people. I know
You have
people
the
will come
audience.
to my show.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, I think it's okay to talk about yourself. This is what I'm trying to tell you now. People need to know you first, so that whatever you want to say later on, they will listen to you because, oh, we know Joshua, this is Joshua. We're fans of Joshua. We came to watch Joshua. Sometimes people don't even come to watch, or people come to listen to you. That's what's, but of course we are still at the very early stage of our career, but it's not harmful for us to have that mindset now.
You have your brand.
Yes.
Like, what they're expecting out of.
I told you in the class already, you building your comedic persona, comedic voice, your brand. And it's important. Everybody has a story to tell.
I agree.
And if you tell me what I already told from another comic, what is your difference from this person, right? Yeah. So it's good to dig from your... Amr thought he will not talk about these things, but slowly he's doing it. Now one time he already put his mom on this joke. We heard his dad in the joke that, we found out that his relationship with the father is not really that strong. He can still explore this. It's just a little bit lazy now, but Amr is a good writer.
Amazing writer. Yeah.
His discipline
He's
is
a great
every
storyteller.
week he has he has his writing stuff. But I want to understand from him. I don't know how he never shared this with me. Like, what's the plan for your stand up?
I don't have actually a plan for stand-up comedy, but being in it and being involved in all these projects, so I'm going with the flow so far. But I'm not taking it seriously so far. A 1 hour special might happen, not like a 1 hour set might happen, but there is too much work behind it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot of energy from you. You have to put all the material together, then come up with a
structure,
flow,
which is the
then
first, middle,
memorizing
last.
and all these things. So I cannot put that energy in it now, but I think it might happen, and that could be the end of the stand-up comedy career or the beginning. I don't know.
Oh, wow, that's
Is
so
that-
beautifully said. I was shocked.
This you can put in the beginning. Just-
As the
No, so I'm encouraging you, Anand, Tanvir, and who else is this? Sadiq. I'm really pushing them to
Yeah,
touch on 30 minutes now
Yeah.
because they can do it. They're just lazy.
yeah.
because it's
Lack of motivation, I think.
and it's also like we have full-time jobs, right? Like I know there are people who have that luxury of
I
time.
was working when I did.
I know.
my
That's the
hours.
thing. So it's not even an excuse, at the end of the day. And for me, I have so much time when I'm like free time. Like, okay, let me just watch TV. Let me watch the new stand-up. And instead of doing that, I should be writing as well.
No, I
right?
think that's why you have to put the schedule. Like, really put, okay, on 19th December, I'm doing my show. So
Yeah.
I think you really have to put a
a deadline.
date for
That's
that.
it. I think
Yeah,
that will make me.
You have to commit to it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But
Oh, sorry. No, I'm. It's your
no,
show.
because
You
I
should
wanted
ask.
to
Yeah.
just finish up what Amr said as well. You're also exploring the Arabic side of stand-up as well, right?
Yeah, I went on a stage doing Arabic acts maybe 5 times, 6 times. The transition between doing English and Arabic takes time. So you sound different when you do any other language
Yeah.
from
But do you
English.
translate your English jokes or you
No,
have fresh?
It doesn't work.
Okay.
Doesn't work. You have to come up with complete different stuff. And that's not the problem. The problem is you know, in stand-up comedy, it takes you a while to find your own voice, how you stand, how you talk, and all these things.
Yeah.
It doesn't work when you change the language for Arabic. I don't know why. I heard in Indian, it's not the same problem. It works.
I've heard comedians tell me they just
It
translate
works
it a little
just
bit,
right
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
But in Arabic, it's complete different game. So it's like the plan is there to do Arabic more often, but I give it a try a couple of times, maybe 5 times or something, and it was okay. So now I know that I need to sit and like work on it a little bit, come up with a proper Arabic set and do it.
But money is in Arabic, huh?
Money is in Arabic, I know that. Yeah.
More
Yeah.
money in Arabic comedy here.
How about in Tagalog? Do you think you're gonna do?
That's the same problem we have. You lose the essence of the joke when you translate it in English.
So you plan on just pursuing English
Only English,
completely?
yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I cannot speak Tagalog straight. I'm Bisaya, dahi.
Yeah.
Bisaya,
Yeah.
Cotabato. My Tagalog is, even Filipinos will not understand my Tagalog.
Yeah, I wouldn't understand if ever.
When I say, saan ka magpunta, saan ka nagalaw,
Yeah, it's very
broken
different.
Tagalog. My Tagalog is broken.
So even Janini, you can confirm that. Like when you speak in Arabic,
Yeah.
your brain works in a way.
Yes.
Once you shift to English, it's a completely
Yeah.
different way.
And it's the same with Josh, like when we watch like comics that are, saying some Arabic stuff like John Ash'ad.
Yeah.
And I try to translate it to him, but my brain is just like, wait, let me just focus on his joke
Because
first.
she went to
and
watch John, right, with her
Oh my
dad,
gosh, yeah.
and I came, and the next day I'm like, so tell me all his jokes. Like I can't. Like I don't know how.
Because if I tell you in
Yes.
English, it's not as funny.
Yeah, I
It's
asked
so
Amr
different.
also when
Yeah.
he's saying, Amr said it's just them. It's they get
Yeah.
it's
The premise is not the same in Arabic versus English. vice
Yeah.
versa.
So I'm like, wow, it really language can really change a lot. So I can completely imagine now, like your whole set is.
I think
different.
it's the culture behind the language.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when we say something
Yeah.
in Lebanese, it means something for them.
Yeah.
It's not just the
There's a
letters.
slang to it as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, we have different
And
street
the
slangs.
cues
Yeah.
and everything. Makes sense.
it's I think I will never be to do. I'm not sure if I can do Tagalog set really.
You can do the Tagalish. right?
Taglish.
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 That's what happened in Pinas when we were watching.
How was it? You went perform there.
Performed once, and the second time I was going to, but seriously had no time. But we're going again in Jan, and I'll try to do a few mics. But I love it because she was having the best time watching some Filipino comedians.
Wow. How was it, Jenny? You tell us the
So good.
experience.
Andren is one of my favorites.
It's a Tagalog.
Yeah, Andren is one of our.
That's his name.
Yeah, Andren.
Andren.
Yeah. And you have Red
Red.
Oliero.
Yeah.
So
Big
good. Those are my two favorite Filipino comics. He just filmed a
Taping.
special.
Yeah, he just did a taping.
Yeah.
I would. They told me to go fly there and they'll do a show for me. I just don't know when.
Yeah.
They all know
And-
Imah there, by the way. And I was there, and I tell them from Dubai, like, oh, do you
Yeah.
know Imah? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You didn't perform back in
They're very
Philippines,
nice.
no?
I performed once in 2019. 2019, yeah.
Ah.
When I was first starting out.
No, we'll request them to put a show for me, and we'll have me and you, and then an opening act from their side.
Yeah.
One more opening act from their
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
They have English
Exactly.
Conyo
Maybe,
shows.
Yeah, maybe Aldo can organize
Aldo's,
it for us.
yeah, he's very good.
Yeah.
I like Aldo a lot.
So when we'll do Hong Kong, we'll do Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, and then we'll go to Manila.
Southeast Asia tour.
Yeah, we have to. We have to. So we can call it maybe an Imah and Friends or Dubai, something to
Yeah,
do with
yeah,
expats.
yeah.
You know, like we'll sell it as experience of Pinoy,
OFW.
but not OFW, but more like in the Middle East people.
Yeah, Asian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Middle East something, yeah.
Asian fusion or something like that. Asian fusion because we're
You know,
Filipino.
Amr will do great outside.
Yeah, definitely. Especially he'll tell a story of what it's like being married to a Filipino who is not from
Yeah.
from Luzon.
And then
She's
his
poor.
WhatsApp joke about his mom.
Yeah.
That's also so funny.
Yeah, that works anywhere. It's not.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
universal joke, yeah.
Yeah.
Then the Egypt accident
I-
joke is so good.
I know, love, I see Joshua as like, he's exactly like J.R.D. Guzman. The vibe from the stage, So if you should pursue this more, Joshua, because
Yeah.
very rare you see a Filipino lovely on stage, a lovely Filipino on stage.
He has a likability though.
Because he's not aggressive on stage. He's lovable just like Joshua, J.R. de Guzman.
Okay.
The Filipino comics now who speaks in English and Taglish, all aggressive humor, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
very aggressive
Yeah,
humor.
that's actually, we noticed that.
Very
yeah.
aggressive
Yeah.
humor, which is okay, honey. But so if you see something like this different,
It's
you wanna,
different.
yeah, that's
You wanna
what-
hone it.
You're right when you said that when he goes on stage, you
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
listen to him because of this spot. So I really want him to do this, push him more.
I'll speak to
push him.
Anand. We'll tell you a date, and then we'll
Done.
just,
Kalas,
we'll
kalas.
just
We'll do it
get it
then. Yeah.
out of the
Yeah.
way. Even if it's like what you said, it could be the beginning of something or the end of.
And then maybe Janine starts comedy, and then you can do the dual act. Oh my gosh, maybe our dreams you will live it because you already have a podcast. So maybe you'll do a live on air with Janine, on air with Have a Nice Day, a comedy show. Ay, why not coconut
Bam.
coconut?
Yeah, and I knew a secret about you.
A secret about me.
That you play music and you sing
Oh
professionally.
my gosh, can you do that now?
So you have no idea when you add music to comedy what happens.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe
But
I can be
for
the
me,
J.R.
no,
de
I-
Guzman.
Maybe you're the J.R. de Guzman.
Yeah, maybe.
And you're Shakira. Ole, data.
Boo! We want Janine. Get off the stage.
And then Amr will come out rap there.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
8 Mile.
8 minutes. Like, sige na. Janine, ha?
Sige na.
Think about it, ha?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will. Well, I'm gonna before this ends again because
Yeah.
I can see the time ticking.
Yeah.
What where do we see you at Imah and Amr? Let's
In your
plug
bedroom.
some of your
After this, we'll bring the camera.
you're free.
Okay, where do you see us?
Yes.
Yeah, where can,
Tell me.
where can
let's
our
plug in
listeners
our-
catch you?
let's plug in.
What
Tell,
else do
plug
you
the
do?
shows, yeah.
Okay, so we run regular shows, gigs, open mics in Dubai. I don't know, should I mention that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
mention.
please.
I'll put them all here as well when I edit.
That's cool. So we do in Production City, PUBG and Culture Barsha,
Production City, PUBG Barsha also.
PUBG Barsha as well.
Yeah.
And we might start few new venues as well.
Nice.
What we have next week?
And the Friday is Comedy Jam, the Fine Art
Comedy Jam,
Performance
right. We're
Friday.
performing.
That's Friday in Barsha. Sorry, Production City. And then we have on Monday, J Ocean Offside,
Yeah, and JBR.
JBR.
Nice.
And then on 23rd, Oak at Marriott Barsha,
Mm-hmm.
Oak Bar.
Yeah.
And then on on
Peach.
31st, Peaches and Cream in Palm Jumeirah.
Nice. And
Yeah.
I'll get it from the website. I know all your shows are there on the website. I'll
Yes,
plug
yes,
it over here
yes.
as well.
And let's invite people who want to do open mics comedy, maybe.
yeah.
Our listeners in Dubai,
Yes.
if they want to try comedy, please don't do it.
Yeah, we're enough. No, but reach out to Imah. She has a great course. She runs great courses with professional and newbie comedians. She'll teach you the
Yes.
ins and outs of comedy. And you'll get an amazing headshot from Amr.
Yes, and what else is there?
In September, you have a big show.
Yes, with
Yeah,
Alex
Filipino
Calleja. Oh my
show.
gosh,
Yeah.
and Andrew. This is the first time that 3 Filipino headliners doing headliner shows here
In English,
English
as well.
show.
In
Yeah.
English, yes.
Yes.
Imagine a proper stand up, not the
Yes.
Yeah. So please come and join us on 10th of September if you
Yeah.
are listening before the show.
Yeah.
10th of September happening at Radisson Red.
Radisson Red.
Radisson Red. That's Silicon Oasis. Tickets available on platinumlist.net. It's only 100 dirham. And yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Exciting.
Yeah, better buy tickets, guys. It's selling
And
out
by the way,
fast.
maybe you have followers on who live in Bahrain, Qatar, and Oman.
We have Qatar.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're doing
Yeah.
also the same show in Qatar on the 9th of September.
Okay.
Ah,
Sorry.
perfect.
Sa 8th of September.
Okay. So before here.
7th in Bahrain,
Right.
8th in Doha, and then 9th in Oman, 10th in Dubai.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's the
GCC.
grand finale is
Yeah,
over here,
GCC.
So yeah, GCC listeners, please do check out the show. It's going to be
Yes.
an awesome one. 3 amazing comedians from all walks of life.
And personally, I'd like to promote Have a Nice Day podcast, everybody. If you are looking out, or if you know people who want to listen to a light-hearted podcast, raw and funny and really wholesome, it's not them. It's a half a nice day podcast. It's built out of love. It's built out of passion. It's built out of love for art and
Laughter.
laughter, and it's run by really happy people, so you only get positive vibe. I believe
Yeah.
so. What do you think, Amr?
No, it's really lovely, guys, having us here.
Thank you.
And,
We'll definitely have you
Thank you.
guys back again.
You're such an incredible couple.
Thank you.
Oh.
Just like
And-
you two guys
Yeah.
as well.
Just like a role model.
Yeah, and it was really lovely. The things that we talked about tonight
Yeah.
Yeah.
wasn't the usual stuff.
Yeah, I know. It was light, but at the same time makes you think.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Thanks
Thanks
for
for
being
having-
So
No,
now we'll
thanks for
start the
having us.
foursome. So
Thanks for having us. Really, I love these people. These are my favorite people. Some of my favorite people in the world: Janine, Joshua, and of course my husband. Anand is not here, but he's also one of them.
Now Max.
And now Max as well. So can we give it up for all of us?
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone. Thanks.
thank you for listening. Bye.
And with that,
Bye.
have a nice
Have a nice
Have a
day.
nice day, everyone.
Bye.
I think we didn't do it nice.
No, we did it.
Yeah.
Was nice.
Do you want
Yes.
Yeah, that was
No,
nice.
that was perfect.
Yeah.